we'll go over some movers in SAM 2. I think we'll focus mostly on the movers, as I know that's the new system, and SAM 2 is starting to get phased out. Sub-recipients must register movers. All sub-recipients will need to register and create the parent address first. The parent address should be their general revenue account or whatever their main bank account is. And then we can't require it just yet, but we consider adding a branch. We highly recommend adding a branch to that parent address and make sure it's labeled CDBG. Recipients may only have one separate branch for CDBG, so it's supposed to be their CDBG account that collects all CDBG funds. And it should be the title of the name of the subrecipient with CDBG added next to it. The reason for that is that we're still paying out through SAM 2, and they're going through movers to identify the supplier, what we call the supplier now. They're going to go over to SAM 2 and find the CDBG account that's already registered in it, and if it's not, they'll go ahead and create it, and then they'll pay it out through there. There are some registration guidelines, which include step-by-step instructions for registering suppliers and movers. Guidelines and registration checklists are located in the Missouri Buys Powered by Movers website at missouribuys.mo.gov. This includes the supplier registration, review registration instructions, and that registration checklist. These are all things that sub-recipients can use to be able to get set up in movers. We had first had sub-recipients register in what was called Missouri Buys WebProcure. We no longer require them to set up in there. They must set up in Missouri Buys Powered by Movers. And if they did set up in WebProcure and not movers, they will have to go back and re-register under the Powered by Movers. There are 3 forms of business relationship status they'll find on their profile. The first one is once they're done registering and they get all their documents set up, is prospective. This is the registration of the supplier has been submitted. Does not mean the account is ready for payment yet. If any data is missing, OA will reach out requesting clarification. So if the subrecipient is just registered into movers and then they send an RFF right afterwards, we won't be able to pay it out until we get to that final one of spend authorized. Pending spend authority is the second version, the second status, which is account is pending setup. Can take up to 10 to 15 business days. As you guys know, it can take even longer, especially since the entire state is moving into this. We got to get as many of our, not just sub-recipients, but other people who do business with us in there as well. And then the spend authorized is the completed, and this is when we can start processing those RFFs. If the sub-recipients do have questions, if it's regarding registration, during the registration process, they will reach out to MissouriBuys@mo.gov. All other movers questions, after they've already registered, if they have any issues with their profiles, they'll go reach out to movers@oa.mo.gov. CDBG has limited information regarding movers. OA is really trying to tamp down the whole he said, she said aspect of things. And so they're not really giving us a lot of information. Everything on my slides is pretty much what has been approved by OA. So they're just trying to keep everything in one spot. There's the supplier service portal, which is formerly known as the vendor services portal. This is where sub-recipients can go to check to see where the payments are at and when payments will be issued. It does require their theme, and amount of payment request must be an exact amount. If it's off by even a penny, the payment won't show up. Sub-recipients can sign up for email notifications on the supplier portal, so the services portal should send out an email that says, hey, your payment has been processed and will reach your account.